Hey guys, so welcome to another reading vlog. I actually just posted the last one yesterday and I'm right back to filming again. Could you call that consistency? We'll see when this actually gets posted. Hey guys, editing Erin here. I just found that this video didn't actually get uploaded like a month ago when I originally posted it. I was posting another video and I saw that it failed to actually upload, so here we are. So I just want to point out any continuity issues is because this happened before like the last two vlogs you've seen. It's a beautiful warm Sunday. Let's see, it's mid-90s right now. It should be a little over 100 today, but it's that nice dry California heat, so no worries. I'd much rather have 105 than 95% humidity. So I'm sitting in the parking lot in front of Barnes & Noble, just came from church, and I picked up a couple of books because I was in that situation where I was like, I really want to go out to breakfast or like brunch. There's a particular meal, sweet potato pancakes, that I want at this place called Brookfield's, but I don't have any books. I'm going alone and I don't have a book on me. And I just finished, and I've been wanting to read Beach Read by Emily Henry. I read Book Lovers a couple weeks ago. Loved that, and then I saw Doris just read it, and then in my last video, Kim commented about how much she liked Beach Read and thought I would like it as well, and so I came to pick that up specifically. I almost left with, there was the buy one get one free, or buy one get one 50% off, Paper Palace, and then I can't remember the title of it, but it was by, the author's name is Phaedra Patrick, and it's just kind of like a contemporary fiction. She wrote The Library of Lost and Found, which I read with my husband a few years ago. So I had those in my hand, but then I saw this really cool edition of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson, and so I thought it's sprayed edges, and it's a naked hardback, and it has that cool, like, I don't know how to describe it, but that cool texture that we like on books, right? And even the cover is like textured like this grass, has a different texture to it. So I thought I would pick this up because genre fiction and Beach Read is what really seems to be working for me right now. And so go with what works. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. And so I'm going to take Beach Read in with me to Brookfield while I enjoy my brunch. And then I got big plans to do some laundry, get my house cleaned up, tidied up. Sunday is Monday Eve, so the coach in me has to encourage you, use your Sunday afternoon, your Sunday evening to help prepare yourself for the week. If you feel good going into the week, you set yourself up for a great week, and so that's really important for me. So yeah, that's basically the plans. While I'll be doing that cleaning, tidying, all that kind of stuff, and while I'm driving, I have gone back to the beginning of the Armand Gamache series, Still Life by Louise Penny. Number 1 in the Armand Gamache series. The good news is I have a terrible memory for what happens in books. That's why I don't do wrap-ups anymore, because I would just feel all this pressure and I would have read a book, enjoyed it, and then have such a hard time talking about what it actually was. And so that's why vlog style is so much just better for me, to be able to talk about what I'm thinking in the moment. And so the great thing with mysteries is if I love a mystery series, I can go back because I don't remember what actually happened, and I just love the cast of characters, and Armand Gamache himself, his family, but then all the people of Three Pines who end up being the secondary cast of characters, who we get to see and know more and more as the series goes on. And I also just found out that the next book, the latest book, number 18, I believe it is, I can't remember what the name of it, actually comes out on my birthday, November 29th. So, I'm not saying that I will go through all 17 of them between now and the end of November, but maybe I will. It wouldn't be a bad way to spend my audiobook time. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm really hungry. I'm going to go get my pancakes and get my Beach Read on. What's up, guys? It's Friday morning. No, it's Thursday morning, little before 8 o'clock. I'm on my way to my business networking group. I have that, and then immediately after that, I have to be at the gym. I'll be at the gym from 10 to 1, and then I have a break in the middle of the day, and I don't have to be back until 5. So I'll be there. I have training at 5 and 6. and I need to get my workout in during that break as well. So I would love to be able to get some reading done this afternoon. So I try to work in, oh yeah, I have a 2 o'clock client too. So at some point though, I would love to be able to spend some time at home and just sit down, even if it's only for like 20 or 30 minutes, and sit down with either East of Eden or Beach Read, just depending on what I'm feeling at the moment. I also wanted to mention Finley Donovan. So I kind of, in between, I guess, the last vlog and this vlog, listened to it really fast. I listened to Finley Donovan is Killing It, and I'm now listening to Finley Donovan is Dead, the second book in this series, and it's just really fun. It's kind of like a contemporary comedic kind of mystery romance. I think there's kind of a lot, it's a little bit of a few different things, and it's just really like fun and pleasant. And so Finley is this just kind of hard up romance writer. She has 2 young kids, and she is somewhat recently divorced. She got divorced because her husband Stephen was cheating on her with their real estate agent Teresa, and she, in having a conversation at a cafe or something with her literary agent about this like murder mystery romance that she's writing, this woman overhears what she thinks is a conversation about killing someone for hire, and she gets slipped a note and is basically offered a lot of money to kill this woman's very bad man husband. And plot ensues and everything, and it's just really good and interesting, and it's just really good and fun. And her nanny Vero gets is kind of like her almost like assistant in life and in business, and the plot continues in the second story. So just really nice, like easy listening. I've been having a really hard time with audiobooks this year. I've started and stopped many books that I think that I will actually like. I just could not get into the audiobook. So I don't know if it's just been like my own mental state, inability to concentrate, whatever, but this is exactly what I need, kind of just in just genre fiction is what I need. So I don't think I have anything else. Oh, I guess just where I am in Beach Read. So I'm at the point where, what's our main character's name? I can't remember our main character's name, but she and Gus have met. So they knew each other. If he is a serious literary fiction writer, and she's a romance writer, and they went to college together, or grad school or something like that together. They knew each other from college, and they turn out to be neighbors in this little like seaside town kind of thing, and they've just kind of run into each other at the local bookstore. And they've already had a little bit of a like somewhat like playful but a little bit of animosity type of conversation, I guess, on their back porches due to him having a party essentially and like loud music and stuff while she's trying to go to bed or write or whatever she was trying to do. So that's where we are. So we have just kind of established this little bit of animosity between the two of them. He is a serious writer and she is a struggling romance writer who has to get this book written, and she's got some personal stuff going on as well. So that's pretty much where we are with that, and I'm going to get back to listening to Finley Donovan as I finish my drive to my meeting. So I've been cleaning my room, which mostly just means putting away clothes, doing laundry, that kind of stuff. So I've got laundry going, got laundry from last week that I put away, and sheets are changed and all that. I'm just waiting to wash and dry my my bedspread so I can get the bed totally done. But I just finished Still Life by Louise Penny, and I hadn't remembered what the meaning of the title is, and it has nothing, it doesn't give away anything about the story, but it so resonates with me. The idea of someone who lives a still life, as opposed to an active life, a growth mindset kind of life, someone who takes action. So, as you know, someone who lives a still life is someone who waits for things to come to them rather than doing things for themselves. And that just so much to what my message is on like the health and fitness side of things, is kind of taking positive steps towards improving yourself, improving your life, rather than just existing, but living to thrive. So anyway, there we go. I just picked up Fatal Grace, the second book. So I'm going to start that while I continue on. I have to put some AirPods in because I'm going to vacuum the bedroom and elsewhere while I wait for more laundry stuff. And then eventually I'll be able to sit down with a book and chill. It is Saturday evening. I'm getting kisses, and I've got myself a little like floor blanket pillow fort situation happening here on the floor. I was outside in the backyard, laying out in the sun, reading for a while. I was gonna film out there, but my phone overheated and I couldn't use it. So here we are talking now. So I am almost halfway into beach read. Okay, that's enough. I feel loved. Thank you. Thank you. Almost. Stop it. Hey, stop. I must be deliciously sweaty from that outside reading. Anyway, enjoying Emily Henry's beach read. What are their names? Gus and what's her name? January. Gus and January have done this kind of bet trade kind of thing where she is going to attempt to write the great American literary novel, and he's going to attempt to write a, you know, women's fiction romance rom-com kind of book, kind of the type of book this is. And in doing so, they have decided that like one day a week will be like their research day. So they work throughout the week on their separate books, and then Friday and Saturday they do, you know, one day they do research, you know, serious literary fiction research, interviewing people or whatever, and then they do like rom-com research on Saturdays. And so they're like almost effectively dating each other at this point. Oh, laying on your hand, on your paw. And the tension is growing. They're getting to know each other more. They actually did know each other in college, and you know, the ice has started to break and all that, and things are heating up a little bit, but we are still completely platonic at this point. So yeah, just really enjoying it. I really like the way Emily Henry does the kind of banter thing. That's what I really liked about Book Lovers 2, was just the banter between the two characters. It seems really realistic, and it seems like I think what I like about it is that there's like an actual friendship that forms between the two before anything gets romantic. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I might give this another chapter or two and then switch over to when no one is watching, just to mix things up a bit. But yeah, not a lot of plans. I need to run tomorrow morning, and run, work, and read is kind of the morning plans. And then after that, really nothing is planned for Sunday. Monday, I do have to work a few hours training. I have an 8 and a 9, an 8, a 9, and an 11. So again, by like noon on Monday, I should be pretty free to do whatever I want. So I hope that there's gonna be a lot of reading in that time. I also would like to watch a movie or two. I wanna watch, so I don't spend a lot of time just doing like fun things. Like reading is like, it's like productive relaxation time, right? And so I'm trying to be like not so productive and just be okay with not being productive. And so one thing that I've really let go by the wayside is watching movies. And so I want to watch, probably tonight, I'll probably watch the new Downton Abbey movie. It's streaming on Peacock now. And then maybe Sunday or Monday, I might actually go see Top Gun. Alone or with somebody, I'm not sure yet. I have no problem going to the movies alone. So that's a possibility. So I'm gonna get back to this, at least finish this chapter, if not more than that. Give it to me. Leave it. Ah, leave it. Hey. Alright, I'm not gonna throw it. Leave it for me. You're so close. You're so close. Ah. Leave it. Hey. Okay, I'm not playing. Ah. Okay, ready? Ready? So I'm meaning to be taking a break from social media all weekend long, but I knew that I had a couple of my gym clients were planning on joining my free Facebook group, and so I wanted to check so that it didn't leave them hanging. In the process, I looked at my Facebook memories, and I'm so glad that I did, because I found a picture that I had posted of, it was a page of a composition book that Sam wrote in Iraq, and it was the first paragraph of his zombie western that he was going to be writing. This is all I have of it, but I'm going to include it in the memoir, and so I just wanted to write it, read it out to you. The other thing is, I watched Kim's My Bookish Week earlier today, and she was talking about Abby Wambach's memoir that she read and almost DNF'd, and I had commented on there about how whenever I hear somebody talking about a memoir, it makes me kind of nauseated, because it makes me think about my memoir and like how people are going to receive it, and I want it to be good. And I think about you guys, like anybody who watches my video, people in my life, people in my like Facebook world who have followed, and prayed for over a decade for Sam and I. That's who I think about when I'm writing the book, obviously, besides Sam. But I want it to be good. And so I kind of been thinking about it, and then I just happened to see that, and so I'm writing a little bit here about just Sam's writing ability and how he had an IQ over 150, and he had very, very high verbal skills. So this is his first paragraph of his zombie western. Also, I had to decipher this from his atrocious handwriting, so there are a couple spots where I'm not exactly sure what he actually wrote, and he had his own edits in there. A thin sliver/ray of light spilled from the hilltop, illuminating the vivid landscape of the dead and dying valley. Sunrise on Valle Lagusta is a sultry and sensuous dance of life and virility. Virility? Not sure. In a serene environment, inhabited only by what God put there. A wisp of wind carries dandelions adrift. Carefree desert blossoms, shy until the cool spring breeze beckons to it, peek out their delicate little heads to greet the new sun. Insects begin to flutter about in something patterns, exploring and feeding on the life-giving/nurturing blank of the western frontier. But not today. And that's it. So, as I'm just kind of writing, now, I really wish I had his skillet description to help me write this memoir. The irony, of course, being that without his injury and eventually his death, I don't have a memoir to write. He definitely could have been a writer. He didn't know what he didn't know what he wanted to be when he grew up, but kind of looking back now, I see that could have been something that he would have loved to do. Okay, as Stephen King mentioned in his memoir on writing, you need to be very judicious with your use of adverbs. And this is why. What the hell does this even mean? As the previews flashed... Excuse you, sir. As the previews flashed clunkily across the screen. What the hell does that mean? How does a preview splash clunkily across a screen? It's a clunky-ass adverb. My dog wants me to throw the ball. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Yay, just finished. It is 5:26 a.m. on 4th of July morning, and I just finished the last
30 pages or so of beach read. I'm up super early because I have to train somebody at 8 and I need to run 8 miles. So I'm gonna be basically getting ready to go for a run immediately after I finish talking to you. But yeah, I really love this. I think I prefer Book Lovers. I think I just like the relationship better, but this was a thoroughly good read. I would say that the title, Beach Read, I remember, I think it was Jess Owens that said, first of all, she doesn't think it's a beach if it's not the ocean, it's a lake, which I disagree with that part. There's not a lot actually happening on the beach other than their houses, the back of their houses faces the lake's beach. There's very little beach actually happening in the story, but I don't care about that. Yeah, I just really loved it. And what I really like about the 2 Emily Henrys that I've read so far is that, and I think I might have said this before, is that it's not starting as like a one-night stand or something really casual. It starts as a friendship. And I guess they've both been kind of enemies to lovers. So maybe that's something I like. I don't know. I like the witty banter between the two and the friendship that gets established through that. And then I also thought that the conflict was realistic. It didn't feel really contrived. So yeah, really enjoyed that. And I think I'll probably continue No One Is Watching, and still really haven't got back into East of Eden. And now I need to read, let me grab it. Because it's my book club book, I need to start reading North and South. I have this really cool vintage red spine edition of North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. And I have a hard time, I don't have any problem multi-reading, but I don't like to read like multiple of the same types of books. So like 2 classics at the same time seems weird. So I don't know where East of Eden will fall in the line of priorities. But when No One Is Watching is like that quick thriller read, and North and South is going to take a little bit more of my attention. I have watched the BBC, is it a movie or a miniseries? I can't remember. I watched it a few years ago for Victober. And I don't even know when my book club night is. I need to figure that out so I know how quickly I need to read that. And maybe do a combo audiobook and physical read of that. But yeah, there we have it. So let me know if you have read Beach Read or any other Emily Henry, or if you have any other suggestions of a writer similar to Emily Henry, as this is a new genre for me. Really like the Jasmine Guillory, The Wedding Date that I read in the last vlog as well. So yeah, I'm open to recommendations. Thank you for watching. See you on the tubes.